Hey there! Today we're going to explore the first book of the Bible, Genesis. It's packed with amazing stories about how everything began, and it's full of fascinating characters and events. In the beginning, there was nothing but darkness. But then God decided to create the world. He made light and called it day, and the darkness he called night. And just like that, the very first day was complete. On the second day, God made the sky, separating the waters above from the waters below. The sky was now a beautiful creation. On the third day, God gathered the waters together so that dry land appeared. He called the dry land earth and the waters seas. Then he made all kinds of plants grow on the earth, flowers, trees, and fruits of every kind. The earth was now full of life. On the fourth day, God created the sun, the moon, and the stars. The sun would shine during the day, and the moon and stars would light up the night sky. It was a magnificent sight. On the fifth day, God filled the seas with fish and other sea creatures, and he filled the sky with birds of all kinds. They flew and swam, and it was also wonderful. On the sixth day, God made animals of all kinds to live on the land. Big animals like elephants and small ones like rabbits were now roaming the earth. And then God made the most special creation of all, people. He created a man named Adam and a woman named Eve. They were made in his own image, and he told them to take care of the earth and all the living things. On the seventh day, God rested. He saw everything he had made, and it was very good. And that's how the world began. But the story doesn't end there. Adam and Eve lived in a beautiful garden called Eden. Unfortunately, they were tempted by a tricky serpent and ate the forbidden fruit. This caused them to realize they were naked, and they were eventually sent out of the garden. Later on, Adam and Eve had two sons, Cain and Abel. Cain got jealous of Abel and did something really bad. He hurt his brother. God was very sad and punished Cain, making him wander the earth. Then we learn about Noah. God saw that people were being very wicked, so he decided to flood the earth. But he told Noah to build a big boat called an ark and bring his family and two of every animal. The flood came, but Noah and his family were safe on the ark. After the flood, God promised never to do it again and put a rainbow in the sky as a sign of his promise. After many years, there were many different people on earth. They tried to build a tower to reach the heavens, but God confused their language so they couldn't understand each other. This tower was called the Tower of Babel. Then comes Abraham, a very important person. God made a special promise to Abraham, saying he would have many descendants and a land to call their own. Abraham had a son named Isaac, and Isaac had twin sons, Esau and Jacob. Jacob, with a little help from his mom, tricked his dad and got a special blessing meant for Esau. Jacob's family grew, and he had 12 sons who became the fathers of the 12 tribes of Israel. One of his sons, Joseph, had an amazing story. His brothers were jealous of him and sold him into slavery. But Joseph ended up in Egypt, where he became very powerful and eventually saved his family from a terrible famine. So, that's the story of Genesis. It's full of amazing events, important lessons, and God's love for his creation.